Do we want to address the elephant in the room straight away?
Yeah, well, for the people who haven't seen Lucifer, it would have made them think, oh, how was he related to this person?
They literally took out the main bit of Lucifer.
They know, like, the audience just want Chiranjeevi on the screen.
Yeah.
It gets to a point where I'm like, well, whose movie am I watching now? Was it a Chiranjeevi movie or watching a Salman Khan movie?
Welcome to the Pan India project. My name is Rohan, aka the Indian Cinema Junkie, and for the first time on this podcast, we're doing a movie clash. So it's going to be the original versus the remake. And Saron is back in the studio.
Back here again, yep.
So welcome. And the two films we're doing, Mohanlal's Lucifer versus Chiranjeevi's Godfather. And throughout this episode, it will contain spoilers.
I mean, the movies came out a very long time ago. So
Yeah.
if you haven't watched, that's on you. I'm being honest.
So throughout the whole thing, there will be spoilers. So Lucifer came out 2019, right?
Yep.
And when did Godfather? 22?
Yeah, a few years after, but it wasn't.
yeah.
It wasn't that big of a gap.
But like, let's just look at Lucifer. Look, the cast.
Yeah, the cast.
Mohanlal, Manju Warrior,
Yep.
Vivek Oberoi,
Yep.
Prithviraj Sukumaran,
Yep.
and Tavina Thomas. So
That in itself is a stacked cast.
yeah, like a big Malayalam cast right there. But on the other hand, if we look at The Godfather, Chiranjeevi, Nayantara, Salman Khan,
Samantha Ghani as the police officer.
and the villain's name was
Satya Dev.
yeah, Satyadev
Yeah.
Kancharan. And Godfather was directed by Mohan Raja, whereas
But Mohan, there's a key thing about Mohan Raja is that all his films, or most of his films, are all remakes. If you didn't realize, if you
Really?
check the director of movies,
no,
most of them. Have you watched Kick? Like Tilla Nangadi was a remake.
Kick with Ravi Teja.
Yeah, that one.
Was that a
they
remake?
remade it. No. He remade that in Tamil called Tilla Nangadi.
Oh.
Yeah, and then even like back in the day movies, he remade some Telugu movies into Tamil. So yeah, most of his, I think he's only made one original, which is Tani Oravan. That's his only original movie.
Was
I
that
think.
the one with J.M. Ravi?
That one, yeah.
Oh. No, but
No. Someone else remade that in Telugu.
Yeah, with Ram Charan,
which was also a banger as well. But yeah, he's mostly known for remakes.
oh,
That's why. So like going into me, I was like, okay, I'm expecting something good because most of his remakes are actually good.
Yeah,
so I was like,
okay.
And we go through. So yeah, go on.
But like, I'm just gonna compare the IMDb rating first. So Lucifer has 7.5. Now, what do you think Godfather has?
General audience probably would love it, but if you look at IMDb, probably. No, I don't know. They might be stingy with it. What did you say? How Lucifer has again?
So Lucifer has 7.5.
7.5. I'm gonna go with one down. 6.5.
It's actually lower.
Okay, that's
5.1. It's 5.1.
I hear it. I'm not complaining then. 'Cause if it was higher, then it would have been an issue. But if it's lower,
Yeah.
I'm not too fussed about
But
it.
like, let's like get into like the story now. But like, generally, how would you describe the story of both films? Like, as a joint
So
thing?
we'll go into spoilers, but regardless. So at the beginning of the movie, the CM was it C who?
Yeah, PKR. PKR.
Oh, yeah, PKR gets done, and they're trying to find an alternative to come into his like heir or like someone to replace him. And obviously, we see many candidates, and one of those candidates is the what's going Lucifer,
Bobby.
Bobby.
Yeah.
Well, he wants to run as the guy who wants to replace him, and the same. But the thing is that does not apply in Godfather because it's a different reason as to what happens. You know what I'm talking about?
When?
In Godfather, it's Nine who actually does the thing instead of that guy.
Oh, because he wanted to become CM as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Is it Jay Dev?
J. Dev, yeah, the guy who's a villain in that movie as well, yeah. But the plot of this movie was Mohanlal. Oh, I think you have to do this, man. Because I don't know how you explain this.
Because we get, obviously, the funeral happens, right, as you mentioned. And then the journalist, who's Govardhan, but he's called Govardhan in both films, kind of explains, like, these are... Well, they explain it better, I think, in Lucifer.
Yeah.
Because he's like, here are 5 candidates, and we go through, like, there's 2 politicians or one.
Yeah.
There was Bobby, and then, the oldest, PKR has... Well, PKR had 3 kids. And they first introduced, like, in Lucifer, it's Priya Darshini. And then that's basically Nayantara in...
There's only that few main people you have to know in the movie.
And then the main guy, they were trying to like not suss him out, but the journalist, like even Lucifer knew what this guy was about, innit?
Yeah.
And he's like, Lucifer, but then this is the thing, because he goes by a different name, not Abraham Qureshi.
He goes by Stephen.
Stephen. Oh yeah, Stephen. And then he actually goes by, because we see a difference, which we'll touch on later. He's called Esteban in Lucifer, isn't he? And in Godfather, he's called Brahma.
Brahma, yeah, that's what it is, yeah.
And then we kind of see who's going to become CM, who wants it and stuff. But how well do you think each one did the story well?
I mean, because Lucifer is the original, so the story is technically a story. And then, was it Godfather copied that story, well, remade the story as in what to their fate. And if you're talking story alone, Lucifer's got the upper hand. There's no question. Because the way, like the movie flows in that movie is just like there's a scene and it goes in a little like a rhythm, like a flow, which makes it. But with Bodyguard, I mean, that's a whole different movie. My bad. God, I don't know why Bodyguard because that's what I want to see when come someone can. But in Godfather, there are like because in Lucifer, like the hero we see more like what 25 minutes into the movie.
You're right.
Yeah, and with Godfather, it's
17
minutes. It's not that long. We see him straight away because obviously, telling the audience they want to see the main star like straight away. You want to see that slow motion, whistling moment. So that's one of the key points I realized. And how do I say this? I feel like Godfather relied heavily on Chiranjeevi. I'm not star power. I'm talking about star power because the cast in that movie for Godfather, the cast was good, but like it wasn't as crazy as Lucifer it was because all we had was like the main big names were like Naindara, Samadakani. I'm trying to think.
Salman Khan.
Those are like the main. But then we had a bigger cast in that one.
Because even like I'm just checking here. The runtime. So Godfather is actually shorter. So Godfather's 2 hours 36, but Lucifer is 2 hours 52. I mean, but
the funny part was when I was watching Lucifer, I was like, you know what? Okay, I need more. But then when I watched Bodyguard, I'm like, cool. Like Loki, I was like, how long has it been? Only 1.5. There's no way I've been sitting there for this long. Only intermission. Nah.
But then that's the thing. I think with Godfather, you're right. It did rely on Chiranjeevi, and it was a bit more stylistic. They tried to make it a bit more massy.
Modernize it, for the audience,
That's because I think Lucifer was a bit more rooted. It was a bit more simple, right? Like obviously it's still action masala film,
but even in the Malayalam industry, like this political thriller, it's sort of really done before. That's why it made a huge impact in the Malayalam industry to begin with.
But then, would you say that there was any similarities in both films?
Similarities,
like in terms of like story or whatever story.
I mean, the fact that we find out who, Stephen actually is, and in Bodyguard we find out. Why does that thing?
It's a Salman Khan effect.
It's because if you see the movie, there's a clip where Salman Khan doing some crazy stuff. Because he was referencing Wanted as well in the movie.
When? Did he?
Yeah, you'll see the whole little dialogue from Wanted.
No way.
Yeah, if you rewatch it, you'll see. Yeah. But where was I again?
Like any similarities?
Similarities, yes. Besides, because the film is a remake, so most of them is similarities.
There are. But then this is the thing, like when we get to differences, but they kept the parts that they didn't need to keep. Because I clocked that, the love affair, like not love affair between the police and the actress.
Oh yeah.
Kept that.
Why?
The item song at the end kept.
but that's just that's Tollywood in general.
Yeah.
They need that music and all that stuff to get the.
I mean, they both obviously mentioned Abraham Qureshi. I mean, you are right. It's a remake, so there are bits that are similar.
But it's the differences that make a difference in this movie.
And there's some. Do we want to address the elephant in the room straight away?
Yeah, go on.
Should we do it now?
Yeah, why not? I mean, we'll come back to after. But
in Godfather, where was Jatin Ramdas?
Yeah, I feel like they just completely ignored him as a character.
Where, like this guy, the Spin.
I don't know why, because he played a huge role, like a big role in Lucifer as well. But like,
the whole second half in Lucifer is about really him coming into power, and we see that he tries to fake not speaking Malayalam, right?
That scene there was the best scene in I'll be honest, because we see him coming up, he starts stuttering, and then everyone's like, oh my god, you want him to be the next CM or like whatever, and then it's like, watch this guy, and he starts fluently speaking. I was like, that was cold. And then we see in this movie, they just completely get rid of him. They give because in Lucifer they have a son and a daughter, but in Godfather it's just 2 daughters as the child. There's Naindara and the other girl. You realize?
Oh, the sister.
Yeah,
her daughter.
Yeah. So that's why they removed. I don't know why they removed him.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Instead of putting the son, they put the.
But in Godfather, this is the thing. This leads on to another difference because the portrayal of their mother is different, right? We don't really see, I would say, in Lucifer, their mum properly, but in Godfather,
she's
in
prominent.
Godfather, I think, well, we know that the third child was there because Nantara's child actor was
it,
carrying.
yeah.
But in Godfather, they basically killed him. Like they show how the mum died, and that's why they hate each other. Remember, she
Because
falls
in-
and hits her head.
Yeah, and also like in Lucifer, we don't know that Mohanlal's actually like he was a son of the person who died. They never show that.
Oh my god, you're right.
They
That's
never
another
say
bit.
that. But in Bodyguard, they tell you straight up, he was the firstborn child of him and whatever, and Nine Dad was second wife.
Because you're right, because they say, you know, in the second half of Lucifer, they're like in the church. The church,
yes.
They go
And
that
the
flashback, and the priest is
yeah.
like, you don't need to tell me. You don't need to answer
exactly.
that. Like,
so
is he your
they
real
never
son?
like actually blatantly
You're
say
right.
that he's actually the son, but they give us like a little. They make us think that he's like Moore's actually the son, but obviously,
Yeah, I can't just got rid of that whole.
which I feel like that would have made the movie. Even, I mean, the movie was already good, but like that would have made Godfather a bit more like. Well, for the people who haven't seen Lucifer, it would have made them think, oh, how is he related to this person? But yeah,
because they literally took out the main bit of Lucifer, which was Jatin Ramdas. Like, I don't know why. Maybe I don't know if they were trying to think that the audience wouldn't want. But then this
but they could have replaced him with like someone big in Tollywood. Like
I was gonna ask you, who do you think could have played if they were gonna do it?
I'm not that much dabbled in the Tollywood, but who is like young and he could do that? Probably.
I mean, obviously, they could have just given it to his son in a rom but then that's another massive actor. So I don't know if they would.
At that point, I feel like I would just digress from the actual Lucifer plot. And
it's just star cast. It's just star cast. You're right. Yeah. Maybe Vijay Deverakonda. Maybe.
Like, I'm just. It could have just been anyone, if I'm being honest. Like,
you're right.
Like, just some random bloke.
It could have been some actor. Like they didn't need to go.
There was no need to force Nainara to be the CM. Like she could have been the younger sibling, and she has a child and all that. Because that side plot got done as well with the daughter.
Oh yeah, that was similar. The daughter and the stepfather.
Because they had in Lucifer, they had a bit of a
he was after her basically.
Yeah.
He was trying to and she was on drugs and stuff.
Yeah, and he would blackmail her using that. But then with Bodyguard, they completely like digressed from that plot. They just disregarded it.
But even in if we take it right at the start of the film, in Lucifer, you'll notice that there was that whole text sequence about this black money in politics, 75%.
Yeah,
none of that.
Because they know like. The audience just want Chiranjeevi on the screen.
Yes.
Because I don't know if you realize, with Chiranjeevi, every time Chiranjeevi was on screen, there'll be some crazy someone will be blasting the music.
Yeah, the music. Godfather.
But then with Lucifer, like I don't know.
It's more.
Who did the music for Lucifer? Do you know?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, but when Mohanlal was on screen, like the music will still be calm, but
it's instrumental.
Yeah,
dun, dun.
There was actually a reason for the music. But with Godfather, bang in your face. You see Chiranjeevi, you start going crazy.
Oh my god! Even if we look at now, what else? Because even the portrayal of the journalist, completely different.
Yeah, because obviously in Lucifer you use him at the very beginning
as the narration.
Yeah, but in Godfather they use him at the front, and then after that he's basically disregarded.
But then. Because in Lucifer, the journalist has a family. There's another scene.
Yeah, we don't talk about the family.
He has a daughter and his kid, and they say he left me or whatever. And then if you notice in Godfather, when Chiranjeevi is in prison, the journalist goes to see him. We didn't get that. Okay, in Emperor, we see in the second one they
there's a reason behind
but it's complicated. It's complicated how they get to it. But here, simple they're just going back and forth. Maybe Emperor took that from there. Maybe they could have added that. But I think the portrayal was definitely done better in Lucifer.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense. But yeah, because Malayalam audience, I feel like they care more about the story than because I'm pretty sure in your other podcast the girl was mentioning it as well. The Malayalam audience, they focus more on the story than
the
actual
content,
So as long as the story is good for the movie, people will go and watch that movie. Which is why that movie had a big craze. Even Emperor, aftermath of that movie was crazy.
And I was going to say, because even do you think religion played a part in Lucifer as well? Because there was that whole kind of
Christianity
thing.
Because even the interview, the investigator at the beginning was like, is the guy the devil himself, Lucifer? You remember that scene?
Oh, I don't remember.
At the very beginning.
Did he call him out? He was trying, the reporter?
Yeah, the reporter at the beginning. And But did that play a huge role in Bodyguard? I mean,
No, that's the game.
in God, at this point, I'm thinking it's some Khan movie because of how much he was in that movie. Like you think I'm crazy, but in Lucifer, like obviously the cameo we see is Prithviraj as the
the right hand guy.
the right hand guy,
Yeah.
and he plays like a role which is like just for that, like a little, like it's not too long. He's there, does his part, and then he just dips. But then that same role is done in let me get it right, Godfather, which is done by Salman Khan, and he takes up like I'm not like majority, but like the second half,
Quite a good chunk.
He's there for a good chunk, and that's why I keep saying Bodyguard, because it gets to a point where I'm like, well, whose movie am I watching now? Was it a Chiranjeevi movie or watching a Salman Khan movie?
But then even now, like another difference in story. There's actually quite a lot of differences.
Yeah, go on.
But the whole thing with the villain at the end, because in Lucifer, Bobby gets kidnapped by the drug lords.
Yeah, at the end, yeah.
At the end and stuff, and he has during that song, he's fighting them, right? Basically.
Yeah.
But in Godfather, he's working with the drug lords, and he kidnapped the daughter.
For the what's it called? He kidnapped the daughter.
He kidnapped the daughter as some kind of like leverage, I guess. That was kind of the big difference in the ending. And also the thing, because the drug lord at the end of Godfather knew who Godfather was. He's like, you know who this guy is?
Yeah, because I thought it was supposed to be like a
big drug lord.
Yeah, like no one's supposed to know about who actually, because in Lucifer, no one knows who actually
The big guy.
Yeah, like no one knew who Mohanlal actually played like as a terror, like no, my bad, but like as like the big
the gang.
word?
Oh, gangster.
Yeah. No one knew. They kept it low key, but in that album, like everyone, basically, even drug leaders know who he was.
That because that wasn't like that in thing. But yeah, I think those were like quite some big differences. But now let's get into like the main, like Mohanlal and Chiranjeevi. How do you think they both were different?
I don't want to, catch
Stir the
shit.
pot.
I don't want to like offend anyone. But is it if there's any Chiranjeevi fans watching this? I'm not trying to take any like to say anything, but I don't, because there was that one scene with more like one of the police station with the feet up in the air.
Oh, the kick.
Yeah, that scene got chopped. They violated when they
He only kicked up to here.
And because I don't know if Chiranjeevi got some leg problems or whatever, because more like you put it straight to the leg. Because what was it? He and you can see in the eyes like he showed like the fear in
the police officer.
But in the other one, it was someone coming. The guy was on the bench, like on the
Yeah.
And then because of the telling audience, they're like, because in Lucifer, the police officer smacks Mohanlal back on the face, if you remember after. But in Godfather, they don't do that because they're like Chiranjeevi is like the main like protagonist. So if they do that, it might offend him. So that's why they did do that.
Yeah, you're right. But I guess that goes to like Mohanlal's credit in terms of his stunts, right? Like he's pretty like
for someone his age,
like
he's
a
doing
bit
it.
older and stuff. Like for him to get his leg up high,
he's doing it. He's putting effort into
the action and stuff. And I think that's a whole difference in the portrayal of character.
Speaking of action, I want to talk about the action in this, the fight scenes in the movie.
Oh.
Like, in Godfather, so there's a scene at the very beginning with Chiranjeevi fighting at the factory or whatever.
Oh, like the jungle, yeah.
The jungle, that's one. And then in both movies, there's a guy at the back who's like hyping him up, okay? But then in Chiranjeevi's one, the guy,
he's whistling like as if we're in the cinema.
He's like, guys, it's time for you to whistle as well. Like the audience telling us.
That's probably what they were trying to do.
Maybe, I mean, yeah. But with the Mohanlal's one, the guy was there. He was hyping him up. But then that's it.
Watching.
He kept it.
He
Yeah,
was
he kept
watching.
It. And he started fighting.
Because I think maybe you mentioned the entrance already, right? Like it was a bit more. We had to wait longer.
Yeah,
for
it was like a
Mohanlal.
solid 25 minutes.
But then I think Mohanlal was a bit more simpler. Like they didn't overdo it with Mohanlal. Like he was there, the main guy, but. I think there was a lot.
I mean, there was a bit of slow motion, and
but it's normal.
Yeah, that's just
Indian
Indian entries. Yeah,
but then I think there was a bit more on the cast, like the rest of the cast. Whereas you're right, you said from the start that Godfather relied heavily on Chiranjeevi, right?
Yeah.
Like it was kind of his film, his and Salman Khan's film. But it's just I think the style was the main difference, and I don't think you can't really beat Mohan like. You're gonna remake a Mohanlal film again, like you can't.
The thing is, with Mohanlal, with Lucifer, it was like a very serious tone movie.
Yeah.
When I was with Godfather, like after the second half, there's a part where someone comes in the movie, like we know he's in the movie, but like he starts to break the fourth wall. He literally breaks the wall and he starts talking to us.
it's a bit more comical. I
Yeah,
think
it got a bit
Godfather.
comedic at the end.
It's a bit more comical.
Because even the last fight scene with the guns and he starts shooting everyone, it was just over the top. I don't think it was needed.
Yeah,
but that's just how it
like
is.
even in terms of like the rest of the cast, like I do think the cast were better in Lucifer. Like I'm just trying to think, but I do think the villain was good in Godfather.
I do agree with you there. Yeah,
Like,
the
the villain
villain
was-
actually done what he could in that movie.
Like
and
given what
yeah.
I think he did a good job. Naitara actually had a small role. I think.
Yeah, she did. Because they wanted her to be replaced.
Yeah.
In the guy
But she
Lucifer.
does, innit,
Yeah,
at the
she does.
end,
And
yeah.
but then when she was doing it, it didn't have the same impact as it was with Lucifer.
Manju Warrior.
Yeah.
Because okay, now it's not between these films, but when you see how the character of Manju Warrior develops in the second film,
Yeah.
like she stole the show in the second film.
Even in Lucifer, she has a hatred for Mohanlal. Not like
Yeah.
a crazy hatred, but she still hates Manju Warrior. Still hates Mohanlal. But then we see the progression as to slowly she trusts him and tells the truth. But with Nine Dada and Chiranjeevi, it's just straight. Like they hate since day of birth. Like since the day.
Oh yeah, when he arrived.
Yeah,
because of what happened to the mum. Yeah.
And since they were beefing since then.
Yeah, because that's. I mean, and then obviously the big difference was you had Salman Khan and then Prithviraj,
Raj, yeah.
but then that's the thing, like the star power in there was not too much, but obviously that's what their selling point of.
But I would argue the star power or with Salman Khan didn't even make that much of a difference in this movie. Call me crazy.
But then this is the thing. I don't think the relationship between the characters would have been as good as like how Prithviraj and Mohanlal's characters were. You know
because
what
the
I
fact
mean?
that Prithviraj directed the movie as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Because he's got a scope of what's actually going to happen as well.
Yeah.
So that's why he intended for what was going to happen because we also see an Emperor as well. So he had a plan for this as well. But with Godfather, it was just Salman Khan was there to get the hype even more.
Yeah, I think just to sell to the Hindi audience.
Hindi audience as well because because
But
they were planning on making it pan India though. I mean, it was a
Really?
yeah. But
I think it's dubbed on Netflix in multiple.
it's dubbed, yeah.
But then now
But the same with Godfather. I mean, with
Lucifer,
Lucifer,
yeah,
it's also
yeah.
dubbed in more language.
But then, like now, I know you mentioned the action, but let's get into it more because the main scene first, the jungle scene, right?
Yeah.
You mentioned the whistling, but I think both had slow motion, but it felt like Godfather was even more slower. Do you know what I mean?
I hear it.
Like the first thing we see is the gun, right? They both are like at point blank with the gun, and Mohanlal, I think it went a bit faster because he twisted the gun, bang, bang,
Yeah,
bang, bang.
got it over
Chiranjeevi, the guy, he was spinning the guy around slowly,
And then
boom, boom.
He spun him down and he just sat on him as well.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's it.
Cold scene.
Yeah, sits there with and he's just like this, and he go like. That was one big difference in that scene. Like, oh my god, just the spinning of the guy around, and even the bit in Godfather. You know, he goes on towards the end of it. He goes on that guy's chest, steps on it, jumps up, and then kicks the guy down. Do you
It
see
was
that?
just way too over the top. Yeah, I hear it.
And I think in the only over the top bit I would say in that jungle scene, but I don't think it's even the top when Mohanlal punches the brick. That's about it.
Okay,
But
fair
I
enough,
don't
yeah.
even think that's too
I don't-
bad. Like I think just the slow mo in Godfather was like overkill.
Like a movie can have slow mo, but if it's too much slow, it gets to the point where like, guys, get this shit over and over.
And also I think Chiranjeevi gets 3 guys up and spins them around and chucks them as well.
One thing about Hollywood, we know this: physics is not. There's no physics and logic in this movie. we got that in
like
Hollywood.
I just think, but then to be fair, even like the way they were dressed, like Mohanlal flicked up.
Yeah, but the thing with Mohanlal, him and with the Verti and all that, like when
he was still actually like boom, boom, like regardless of how that lungi was or whatever, he was still And I think it was a bit more fluid. Like Mohanlal was actually like,
it felt more smooth to watch him fight. Whereas I felt like there's so much that ruined it in my opinion for. In Godfather, like so much was good, but like if they cut it down, it would actually been like made sense. Like it was,
because then even like the prison scene,
scene, yeah. That was a bit of a hectic one as well.
Yeah, like even that chain was was that CGI? You know when he's flicking the chain?
I couldn't tell you, man.
Godfather, like oh my god.
There were so many scenes where he just grabs someone and sits on them, or gets a random chain just starts sitting like.
Oh, and yeah, the way he kicks because Mohanlal drags that little chair as well, but I think Chiranjeevi puts his foot on it like in a stylistic way and starts going with that chain, and you know that chain, and it's like slow-mo chain, like. But like, I think I still did enjoy it, Godfather. I don't know, like I'm just into that.
I enjoyed it, but like it was more of like a commercial movie. Like that's the only difference. But like, Yeah. You say something?
No, go on. It's fine.
I feel like it was more a commercial movie. Like it's just to entertain you. More as Lucifer was just like solely based on like a serious note. Like it was there, like it was trying to show you something, and we are like when we're watching Lucifer.
I was gonna say, can we just address the action as well with Salman Khan, because does you see this guy in the second half on that bike, and the missiles come, and then you see the way he's sitting like side on to the bike,
up, like ain't gonna hit me. He was completely untouched by it.
The bike's moving by magic, and and in the second half of the end fight scene in Godfather, the car. Yeah, there was no car in Lucifer, by the way, but the car just goes through a wall. You see both of them like. Just in the car.
Once again, it's just for that mass appeal, just get out.
I think, that's all they heavily focused on. But even with the music, I think you mentioned how the music was a bit more in your face.
Yeah, it was.
In Godfather.
And also, the fact that, like, they cut like half an hour of the movie, I feel like, even though they cut it out, I feel like it still felt long. I don't know if it was just me.
But they cut out the most important
They cut the most important. That's what annoyed me about the movie, though, because like they kept the most irrelevant parts in, but like when it comes to the main important parts, they're like,
they want to know.
But
then maybe they were just
once again they were probably thinking that's too much for the Telugu audience.
Yeah,
and like let's keep it centered around Chiranjeevi and whatever.
But then and even the mute like the item song, there was the item song at the end.
That one.
Not gonna lie, the one in Godfather was a bit pointless. Like I'm not really a fan of the. I like the one in Lucifer. Like the song is like quite good actually. Like I enjoyed that one, and even the background music. You're right. It was more lyrical in. Godfather, you know, like Mohanlal's one was quite like bassy and like heavy.
They try to keep it like low, not too obvious, but like it wasn't too loud to the point where it was taking over the actual fight scene. But
but there was not much music really in both. The only difference would be the end song at the end of Godfather.
Yeah, I guess.
Where you just, but I think that was just maybe a promotional. I mean, they tried to tie it into the film at the end with the shootout, but doesn't really like. I think
just there for the end of like end credit scenes, I guess.
And Prabhudeva turns up in that song. Like
I didn't get that far, man. I'll be honest.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, ending.
That's it, done.
Cool. Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, we see Prabhudeva turn up in like a red jacket. Like you see all them dancing, but even that song, right? I'm just trying to think. People know how good Chiranjeevi is as a dancer.
He's a good actor. Like, he is a good actor.
No, but even as a dancer, like he's been around from like.
Because tell me why Chiranjeevi was dancing better than Salman Khan in that movie. Like at the end.
No, but he's a better dancer.
Yeah, okay, I agreed.
But I think they could have made him dance. But then maybe they had to make him dance like that because he was dancing with Salman Khan. Not to take anything away from Salman Khan, but. They couldn't have made Chiranjeevi dance even more because how would Salman Khan be able to keep up to him?
No, but I feel like Salman Khan was just...
He could have tried.
He was doing like... Yeah, he was just doing like... Yeah, the light stuff, yeah. They could have put like a bit of effort, but you know... I guess.
But then I guess with Malayalam films, that's the norm in it with the music. Like, if we go back to Lucifer, it was just a bit more simpler.
Yeah, because it was just story centered around.
Now... Obviously, I think there is a clear winner in between of like both films.
Obvious,
like, would you agree?
Yeah,
right?
100%. Oh, I'm not gonna
like, it's Lucifer, guys.
Shock.
Oh wow. No, but do you know what? I still enjoy like even if we look at like what I liked or like how much I liked it, I did like both, but I just think the way Lucifer was done was just way better.
I like Godfather as well, but like towards it slowly got to me like after like. The first half was actually pretty good in the movie. Like, I was keeping up with it. It was good. Second half, it got to a turning point, and then I felt like it just switched around. And it just went action. It just went straight action at the second half.
It was just a bit more standard, isn't it?
Yeah, it just...
That's the only thing. But, yeah, I did enjoy Lucifer more. But then, do you know what? I mean, we've had Emperor on, but do you think they'll do Godfather 2? Nah.
Ain't happening.
Nah.
Because we're getting a trilogy for...
Oh yeah, L3, it's coming
L3's coming out as well, but I feel like it's a one-off.
No, it was just to see. Yeah. But I'm surprised, like, okay, I know the Telugu industry remade it. No one else remake it now because, like, it's too late. But but then, actually, another thing I actually know, like, the structure of some scenes, they were mixed. Like, it wasn't...
What do you mean? Go on.
Like the order of like some scenes in the movies were different in each.
Right, okay, yeah.
So like I think the scenes with let me just check this because I have it here, but I think the scenes. Oh yeah, the after Qureshi, in Godfather it starts with the journalist.
Yeah.
But in Well, yeah, it pretty much starts with journalists, and then in Lucifer, it starts, with the protests and that they how they orchestrate.
yeah,
So
the
there was that
police.
difference, and also, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the meeting of or how Bobby was introduced was a bit different. Like the meeting of the drug guy, where is it? With the villain, comes before Mohanlal's entry in Lucifer, right?
We see. Oh yeah, with Bobby's.
But yeah, in Godfather it comes after. So those were just some the way it was edited maybe was a bit different.
Because that's the reason because Tollywood ones they want to see Chiranjeevi as quick as possible.
Yeah.
So that's why they try cutting it down and replace that scene with later on. Replace it with
Because even the title card was different, right? In Lucifer it just says Mohanlal in Lucifer, but they kind of tie Chiranjeevi's. They have Megastar, but then they kind of tie in the title with the scene. When he's walking down in the rain, we don't see his face. But I think they say Godfather or some kind of.
Trying to think, man.
But they tried to play it even when he walks in the prison, that prison scene. I think they put some more credits to that as well. But that's about it. But even the way the Qureshi bit was handled, actually, I
felt like they butchered that part.
They butchered it big time in Godfather. Everyone knew who he was, and it was he was just on the plane. And did you see on the plane outside it said "boss" through the plane?
Well, I mean, because Chiranjeevi is known for the boss title, I guess, in other movies as well. So maybe they use that for that reason.
And then Salman Khan was on the plane, right? I think with him.
Probably. I mean, he was his, right hand man.
But I actually did enjoy Salman Khan, compared to what I've seen recently from him.
No, I do agree with it.
I think
Salman Khan's watching that movie was definitely better than what he's recently putting out.
And I wouldn't mind them two doing a film together. It doesn't need to be no Godfather, but I think just a fun masala movie, comedy and just to see.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind that either, but.
But let's just talk about the budget and the box office between these films. So I'm going to ask you first, Godfather. How much do you think the budget of Godfather was?
Give me a number and I'll don't give me that close to that so I can give an estimation around.
Okay.
Don't make it too obvious.
It's 50 over.
50 over. This is for Godfather.
Yeah.
100?
Close. So according to Wikipedia,
125. Wikipedia, we don't use Wikipedia.
No, but see, I got both because one website for Godfather said 90. Wikipedia said 120.
Yeah.
So it's probably going to be around 90 to 120.
Fair enough, then okay.
But how much do you think Lucifer was?
Definitely less.
How much less?
I don't know, probably 60, 70.
So on Wiki again, 30 crore.
But yeah, because
30 crore is nothing.
Well, with that budget, they done a big huge impact.
Yeah,
well,
the production for 30 crore, come on,
you can't even tell that's 30 crore. That's the thing as well.
No, I think by the way it looked, you would have said it was more than that.
I would have said it was more.
50, I would have probably gone.
Yeah,
but no way 30. The way they've made it, just on that, Prithviraj knows what he's doing with the direction and everything. So I mean, that kind of shows.
I feel like that made it the fact that Prithviraj was directing the movie made it and because it was his own story as well, so he knew where he was going with this plot line as well. But with Godfather, it was a remake, and Raja Raja was like, I'm gonna just see what that's in that movie, or change it for the telling audience and just give it out.
But then do you think that's what they did? They were like, okay, let's remake it, but let's make it for Chiranjeevi. Not let's think about what actor could play it. Let's make it for him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I hear it, and
yeah,
I agree. I feel like they alter the movie for Chiranjeevi's case.
Yeah, but even actually, there's one thing we didn't touch: the music in the jungle scene.
Yeah,
that was completely different. The music in Lucifer one, the rap bit. The rap bit was going on.
Yeah, that was
that was quite good, but.
I like Tom's music as well.
Yeah, so he has done good songs.
He done good songs. I don't know what it was. He was just blasting it left, right, center.
So okay, now let's just look at box office. So which one do we want to start? Let's go. Okay, we started with Godfather, so we'll start again with Godfather. So, let's start. Okay, Godfather box office. All right, how much do you think it took in India?
Shit, not that much. Did it make his budget?
No.
Yeah, I had a feeling. I had a feeling. Yeah. So I'm gonna go with 80.
Close, 74.03 crore. Worldwide, 107 crore.
Reasonable, yeah.
So it didn't really recover it. It made a bit of a loss there. But
do you know any remake movies that actually done well? I'm trying to think.
Wanted must have done well. Because that was kind of Salman Khan's breakthrough.
That is true.
Wanted. What about Vijay Spokali? That must have done.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. I'm trying.
Gilly.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because most of Vijay's original films.
Mahesh Babu. Okay, and
because Chiranjeevi also remade Katti, innit?
oh, did he call it like Guide? Yeah,
Yeah,
Guide
yeah,
one number
yeah.
150.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the remake, but
It's bad.
really,
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, there was it's same plot, you know, and there were the mass scenes, but like it's not as
Yeah.
as Vijay's one, but it's still good.
yeah. Now Lucifer, how much do you think it made in India?
More than 100, less.
Yeah, because think about the budget was
Yeah.
30.
So I'm gonna go with 70.
65.21.
Yeah, because how much did Emperor do now then? Like that made like
Emperor's made like
Yeah.
a lot. Let me check.
I'm pretty sure it's one of the highest in
Yeah.
yeah.
But for worldwide, just quickly, Lucifer took 127.50. So it beat what's its name? It beat Godfather. Sorry, the way I said that. I
Bodyguard or
was like,
something.
what's its face? I didn't mean it like that. But let me check Emperor now. Wow,
Because I thought with a 30 crore budget, they made 120
Worldwide,
Well,
like,
it's outrageous.
that is not
Yeah, good for them.
There's a big difference between India and worldwide here.
Mm-hmm.
But how much do you think worldwide?
Should you give me a clue? Overall, what?
Over 150.
I felt like that was a given. 2
To what?
230.
266.81.
260 fares.
But in India, only 106.77. So technically, if we subtract that, I don't know how worldwide. I think worldwide is India and rest of the world, right? So if we subtract, that shows that Emperor made more outside India than it did in India, and that in India that puts it for this year at number 11 out of all the films that have come out. But you know what? Worldwide, I think it's number 3. From what I can see here, I think Emperor Worldwide is number 3 because I think when it came out, I think it made history. In the
Yeah, no.
It was like the biggest one-day opening in the
was
UK.
number one. It was trending like crazy.
Like it made money. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, I don't think they're gonna do a second one here, are they? Now, yeah, you're right.
100% they are.
Like,
I'm pretty sure Chiranjeevi's moved on for that whole.
yeah.
What's Chiranjeevi's next movie? Do you know?
Oh, but Nayantara's coming back in it. It's like I don't know.
What's Chiranjeevi's new movie?
There's one with Trisha and stuff. The fantasy one. Have you seen it? It's called Vishwambara. Something like that. Someone mocked it on Instagram, right? There's this thing, this ice thing, right? He's fighting. So there's going to be this fantasy thing.
Is it like with the gods and stuff?
Maybe, but it's all this fantasy kind of thing.
I don't know what it is, but recently they've been rinsing this like.
But
the gods
fantasy doesn't really work. It's hit and miss.
Like
you
what's
know
that new one with one of the Prabhas and all that one that came out recently?
Kalki.
No. The one that recently came out. Kapana, Kapa.
Ganappa.
Yeah, that one.
But, yeah, you're right. But I think those films are hit and miss. They never you will never get a sequence. But yeah, Chiranjeevi's one. So basically, he was fighting in some ice kind of scene. They showed that scene and someone wrote Frozen 3. Like people are having fun out there. But even Mohanlal's got like 2 more films coming out this year.
Yeah, but Mohanlal's been throwing bangers and bangers left, right, centre. Man.
Yeah,
like this whole year he's been.
But like, what did you think of Emperor?
It was a good movie. Like,
yeah.
Would you say it's better than Tudum?
No.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
No.
That's fine.
The room's like that's the ceiling, man, for me this year. I don't think no film's gonna beat it this year. Like it'd be rare because like Tudum has been my favorite film this year, followed by Emperor. I enjoyed Emperor.
Is that overall or just a Malayalam movie?
Overall.
Fair enough.
Overall.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to think of any.
Obviously, I've had Dragon. I enjoyed Dragon a lot.
Yeah, Dragon was good. I'm trying to think of any other 20. What other probably
Taurus Family.
But
I don't think
as good as
it was good, but I don't think it sits like in the top for me. Like it was fun. It was
Yeah.
good. What else? Oh, yeah, Tudarum and
I know there's movies, but I just can't think of it off the top of my head right now.
Tudarum and definitely top 2. Because did you watch that in cinema, Emperor?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
it
watched
was
first day.
I couldn't go first day, but even second day was still packed as well. Like
It's
street,
loud.
Yeah.
Like it was loud. Like but those are just some. But are you looking forward to the third one? The third one will be interesting.
I mean, when's that coming out?
It probably won't come out for another 2-3
'cause,
years,
wait,
right?
what was the gap between Lucifer and
So the 2019 to that's 6 years.
6 years? Yeah.
That's the Malayalam audience or whoever's watching Lucifer must have been waiting a long time for this 6 years. But you know what? That's not a problem. I think.
When I watched Lucifer, I was like, they're not gonna make a sequel for this. That's I was looking.
Well, when you watch Lucifer,
yeah, I was
really?
Like, I was supposed to look a sequel, and then a couple years later, I was like, oh, new trailer. I was like, L2. Oh, let me watch this. And then I was like, oh shit, is it more? And I was like, oh.
You know what? I saw this YouTuber's post on Insta about L2, and he was like, if Prithviraj, there's a visual in that trailer where Mohanlal standing like that, and Prithviraj is walking behind him, and we just see the eyes, and then this guy was like, if Prithviraj stabs Mohanlal in the back, the fans, the cinema will basically lose it. Now, if that happened, he's right. We would have lost it in the cinema.
I don't think they'll do it because I feel like them are like locked in.
They're brothers.
I know.
But then you know what? That's probably why if Godfather, let's say, wanted to do a sequel, they probably couldn't because the second one relied heavily. Like the story of the second one kind of relied on Prithviraj's backstory, his character.
It was.
They're gonna do that with Salman Khan.
He was just there for
like
the
that
vibes.
will be his film. If they were to do it, they'd be like Salman Khan.
It'll be like Chiranjeevi, you come back in the third movie.
Salman Khan,
it's
this
all
is
you,
yours. This is your movie. Just do some like next level bodyguards.
But
but I think that's about it. There's nothing much you can say. Like, but actually, I wanted to ask you because I was gonna say this whole like we said that okay, there was 6 years between Empuran and Lucifer. What is your take on sequels coming out that far?
It gets to a point like where I'm trying to think. Was there any other like sequels that came out like with a big distance afterwards?
Oh, I think no. Wasn't I feel like isn't there been a recent one?
Which one?
Like, hasn't there not been some film like even Houseful 5?
Like they've been rinsing out.
Like that's the difference. Even the one Bollywood one, Son of Sardar 2, that's coming out.
Oh yeah,
that's coming out now. But we didn't get the first one. I would say maybe 2014, 20. Like there's a big gap between that.
But like I'm not saying I wouldn't mind it, but like
6 years is long.
6 years is long. That's like because when I was like we're going off topic here, but when Avengers Infinity War came out, and even that 1 year gap,
it was only 1 year.
If I was decade, I'm like, give me this movie.
That's the thing. It was 1 year, but even if you look at KGF 1 and KGF 2, okay.
No, that was annoying, Loki though. When it
that was okay.
I was like,
fair enough. There's a pandemic that you couldn't do anything.
Can't blame him, yeah.
But that was 2022, 2018. That's about not exactly,
KGF
but
3
under 4 years. Yeah. Oh yeah, even Indian. Let's not even go there. Look how long people wait for Indian 2.
Sorry, what movie? I don't record that movie. Man.
Indian 2. But just think about the gap. That was like 27 years.
But no one asked for it though. Who asked for that movie? No one asked for that movie.
But you know what? I just wish they but then I guess it relies on the actors' availability, the director's availability, and the production. True. Like you're right about Avengers. If they could do it, like thank God the Ramayan's doing it because they're doing Diwali 2026, Diwali 2027. Ramayan. So it's only a year gap.
Ramayan, what's that?
The Ranbir Kapoor one.
Oh right.
So it's only a year wait. We have to wait for the sequel.
That's not
but
too bad.
Think about like the LCU, Gaiti 2.
But no, that's
then that's world building.
No, yeah, that's it. So with Lokish's like, even though like Kaidi 1 came out like a couple of years ago, Kaidi 2's coming out in 2 years or something. But at least he's still giving us movies in that universe, so we can still like relate with what's going on. But if it was just like a standalone movie every 2 years, Actually,
even Drishyam, because the Drishyam 3's been out.
Drishyam,
When did the first one come out? Maybe 2012, 2011?
Yeah, it's been a
So
whole
then, see, but then I guess that's the thing, innit? Like, people might not want to commit to 2 films. Because I think it's more of a risk. They feel like it's more of a risk in Indian cinema than it is in Hollywood.
But then you can also maybe it gives extra hype for the movie. You waited this long, but then
also what happens?
If the movie is bad, then be like,
that's it,
bro. We waited 6 years just for this.
That's what it probably comes down to. Like,
yeah, I hear it.
It's the fact that if it doesn't work, then why are we gonna waste money on the second one? So maybe there's that. Not scared, but it's a bit more nerve wracking.
Because that's what's happening with India 3 now. Because now that India 2 flop, they're like straight to Netflix. So
like they've given us a trailer of Indian 3, but we ain't gone. Wait, did they not say 2025 or something on the thing?
I don't.
But we might not ever get that. Do you know what I mean? Like
that footage is not going to be seen anyway.
Even is there any other sequels? Like even Salar 2 we're going to wait for, and KGF 3. Like, are we ever going to get KGF 3?
Even Kalki as well.
Yeah, second part.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna happen, but,
but
like
we have to wait.
God knows,
Like,
man.
it's like that's it.